Hi there. I created a Prezi rather than a PowerPoint this time around. Again, I am covering academic advising and in-person versus virtual. Background information. In-person advising consists of an advisor and a student who discuss course requirements, class scheduling, graduation requirements, and other issues. As virtual advising entails online applications to communicate, email communication is the main form of communication between the student and the advisor, which is where most of the miscommunication can stem from. The purpose of this topic is once the COVID-19 pandemic started, technology and online learning took over a lot of the in-person classes and education. Not every student has the technology and software for virtual schooling and advising. As advising comes more adaptive with technology, the National Academic Advising Association is slowly adapting to new technology and is using resources to make online advising easier for advisors and us students. So the problem with the virtual advising and why it is not as effective, in my own personal opinion, is students who are not in depth or are not used to using in-depth technology can struggle with this technology. A lot of miscommunication between the student and advisor can come about. Morrison stated from an article that I researched, we bought a Wi-Fi booster and struggled to the end of spring of 2020 semester barely. And missing deadlines, unfortunately, like only communicating through email can cause a lot of miscommunications. And the biggest unfortunate event that could obviously happen is a delay in graduation. The audience this time is going to be the students at The Ohio State University Mansfield branch rather than the advisors. So this Prezi is going to be kind of geared towards students. So the solution to these issues within virtual advising is offering extensive education for faculty members on the technology that is being used. So any issues that need troubleshooted, the faculty members will know because they have learned about all of this. Students voicing their own opinion on their preferences for what they want to do as far as online, hybrid, or completely in person. Students asking for specific tasks from their advisor, and in-person appointments provided if students are not comfortable with these web-based applications. Here's a figure that I had on my previous assignment. It just really shows the relationship that the student and advisor can build, especially in person with the growing and the mentoring their students. And I feel like that's a lot harder over online applications. So some actions that are needed, in-depth research on how important the student-advisor relationship is, especially in-person appointments. Allow us students to make decisions on whether the format of the appointment is in person or online, and workshops for faculty and us students on how academic advising works virtually. And here is another figure that I wanted to add in because it really shows the expectations from what the advisor expects from the student and what the student expects from the advisor. So my conclusion, schools should be offering both in-person appointments and virtual appointments, as virtual can offer flexibility for some students while it can cause many unnecessary challenges for others. As a student, I would prefer to have the choice of either online advising appointments or in person. And as a future advisor, utilizing the information learned from the research, virtual advising can be just as effective if the right technology is used and teachers are educated on the technology and software. And here are my works cited. Thanks, guys.